Defects, what is up? Welcome to another brand new segment called the Rumor Roundup, where we take rumors, whether they speculate from online news sources, websites, or the community. We present them to you, also with some books to go along with them. So, Matty Forge, let's get into some rumors.
Let's do it.
The books we discuss and show are only from a speculation standpoint. We do not encourage any viewers to buy these books based on theories or lists. Always remember to collect what you like.
There you go. I feel like that's like the disclaimer that they play on with Rob Dyrdek on MTV with ridiculousness, you know? So, like my buddy the Butcher said, rumor roundup. I'm going to start us off today. And we got a rumor from the app formerly known as Twitter. What's it called now? X? I think it's called X now, right? So, guys, sometimes we're going to show you the source, and sometimes we got to keep some things a little close to the vest, okay? So this comes from a Twitter source that we use that we found pretty reliable over the last year or so. And basically it has to do with the Batman Part 2. So I'm going to read, it kind of goes up from the bottom up. So the Batman Part 2 to film in March 2024, Clayface to be involved. Somebody asked, what do you know besides Clayface being involved in this movie? And the response was, I know Robin is in it, Dick Grayson. Okay. So obviously a two-part rumor. Characters I'm sure most of you watching this video know. So let's do, like Jay said, we're going to show some books off. You know, some of these are going to be obvious and some of them maybe won't. But we're just kind of dissecting the rumor. And if you personally think it has legs, then these are some books you might want to start looking at or start doing some research on your own. Let's get into these books. Starting off, obviously, this is a book that probably most of you have seen, Detective Comics 298, the first appearance of Clayface Matt Hagen. Now, this is actually the second Clayface. The first Clayface is early on in Batman's tenure. So we weren't even going there yet, like Jay's showing you a little bit of money on that one. We're not even going to show that one because it's not even worth it. But this is the Clayface that most people refer to when they say Clayface. But let's keep going. Let's talk about the third Clayface, Detective Comics 477 and 478, the cameo and first appearance of Clayface Preston Payne. So these are like $20 to $30 books, right? Maybe probably $20 books right now. So again, I think the safe money's on Matt Hagen, right, Jay? But
yeah, yep.
Show them all off, right?
Just in case.
Just in case. So we get your wheels turning, right? More Clayfaces. So we have the first Lady Clay in Outsiders 21. Okay, that's with everything going on in movies right now. Lady Clay. I mean, I still wouldn't bet on it, but it's not a total 0%. Batman 550. We got first Clayface Cassius Payne, and in Catwoman number 4 from 02, we got the first full Clayface Todd Russell. So there has been a ton of Clayfaces. I think. I just lost power. Am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on.
Should I just keep going? Let's just keep going. Oh my God. So ton of Clayfaces. My whole setup just flickered, but I don't think I lost it. Ton of Clayfaces, but I think the safe bet is the Detective Comics 298, which is a pricey book. So start doing a little bit more research. Find those deeper speculation keys if you believe in this rumor. Before I move on to the second part of this rumor, Jay, you have anything to add?
No, I like it. If they use Clayface in the second Batman movie, I think it's a dark character. He's going to be morphing into all different people. It's going to be gritty like the first one. Something I like. And also to see Dick Grayson in it, I think it's going to be a good flick.
Speaking of Dick Grayson, so we don't know specific. I know. I won't say who said Robin, but then said Dick Grayson. So we don't know. So obviously, Detective Comics 38 is the first Robin. However, a lot of you may not know that there was a Toys R Us reprint in 1997, which is obviously a very similar cover. But this is a book that could see some gains if we do get, a live action Robin in the new DCU. So obviously 99% of you either don't have this book or are not going to buy this book, the DC 38. So that Toys R Us reprint might be a good second bet. start looking a little deeper. We're not going deep dive right now on Robin because we want to get these rumors more confirmed before we really start diving deep on this. But if you feel like you want to do more homework on that, put it in the comments. Tell us what books you're going after for Robin. But we know Dick Grayson was also Nightwing. So how about New Teen Titans number 39, which is the last Dick Grayson Robin, the last time we see him as Robin, at least in this tenure. And then in New Teen Titans 44, which most of you know, Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing. So a book that's come down a lot, Jay, recently. So it might be time. This might be a time to get this for your PC or if you're speccing, because this book has really come down in price. So that's all I got on that rumor. You got anything to add?
No, just great books to have if you're a Robin fan, and especially with Nightwing dropping in price. Guys, if you can find it for a cheap price, pick them up.
That's it. Do your homework. Let us know what you think about that rumor and if you believe in it or not.
Looking to clean and press your books before submission? Well, look no further than the best in the business, Erod 212 with Express Comic Book Pressing Service. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Erod will submit your books to CGC and CBCS and pass along his discount. Hit him up on Instagram or email expresscbp@yahoo.com.
Okay, so in other news, we all hear of John Berthal reprising his role as the Punisher in Daredevil Season 2. So, news outlets, anonymous news outlets, John Berthal's reprisal of Frank Castle in Daredevil Reborn Again has injected even more excitement into the already eagerly awaited series. However, the character's comeback was swiftly shrouded in connotation suggesting that he would confront and eliminate a fraction of racist police officers who has co-opted his emblem. Guys, this is something we have seen in real life. The whole reason why Jason Aaron's run got rid of the Punisher emblem and kind of used that kind of morphed hand slash Punisher Japanese-esque logo. This caught heat about a year and a half ago because a bunch of rogue, abusive police officers in Milwaukee were going around. The whole squad of them had the Punisher logo. It made the news. Also, there was a police officer in Chicago that allegedly pulled a gun on a bunch of teenagers, caught on video. He was wearing a Punisher logo. And during the George Floyd riots, there was a bunch of police officers caught on video, all wearing the Punisher logo. So I'm going to start off with the Punisher number 13 from 2019. This is written by Matthew Rosenberg, known for his depiction of Punisher stealing the War Machine. Great series to read, guys. We all know that came in Punisher 218, but this was from his own ongoing series. It's illustrated by Seisman Kudrowski, and this pretty much depicts. This came out before all that news, but it kind of caught heat because it says, you could see in the back of Kingpin, NYC says no to the Punisher, with the Punisher sign kind of getting canceled out. That's why this book is caught heat. I'm sure it's going to catch even more heat if they do decide to go in this direction in Daredevil Reborn Again, and he does battle a bunch of, racist police officers. Does this book have legs in the long run? Probably not. It's a book, if you're a Punisher fan, it's a cool Kingpin depiction with that canceled Punisher. But I just wanted to give you a little background if you saw this book popping up online. And recently, because it has been popping online, it popped on list, and kind of give you a little background to that. But on a brighter note, we have Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man number 22 from 19 by Bill Mantlo and illustrated by the great Al Milgrom. Guys, this is the first battle between the Punisher and Kingpin. Rumor has it we're going to see Kingpin in that series, and he will be fighting the Punisher. Like a $10 book, $10 to $15 book you could pick up online. You got Kingpin there over the city. You got the Punisher right there, dead smack in the middle of Cloak and Dagger with some Spidey. So another book you want to be on the lookout for in backbins, because we all know these battles have been spiking in price, especially Daredevil versus Punisher, Deadpool versus Wolverine. So two books you want to be on the lookout for sure.
I like it. I like it. I like the picks. I don't like what's going on, right? I mean, we're both Punisher fans here. I hope they don't go this route in the show because I feel like it could detract a little bit. And I could see, you know, me and Jay, we don't get up in arms about certain things like that. But obviously, there's a big portion of the fan base that would, and like boycott the show. And so I hope they kind of stay away from this. It's a little too political for my taste. So I hope they could touch on something. I just think when you start layering, you know, a faction of police officers that are racist that are wearing the symbol, like I think you're layering too many political things on top of each other. So I hope they stay away from it. But if they don't, I think that Punisher number 13, like Jay said, long term it's probably not great, but as a flash in the pan, buying it now and waiting to see what happens then, it may see some gains. But again, if you believe in these rumors, have at it. If not, stay away from them.
Yeah, and you don't want to see a bunch of bad eggs ruin it for no matter if you're a fan of Punisher, what race, what creed, what religion you are. Everybody wants to see the Punisher with his logo. For some bad cops to go out and do some stupid stuff and ruin it for all us fans, I don't like it. I think they should just stick back with his skull, keep it like that. If there's a quick scene or two where he's beating up cops, that's all good. That's the Punisher, but don't make it the main focal point.
Sure, absolutely. All right, let's round out the rumor roundup with some news you probably all have seen. Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds might have spoiled Kidpool's cameo in the upcoming movie. So, one of these books you've probably seen, and maybe the other one you haven't. So let's take a quick look at these. So, Prelude to Deadpool Core 2, that's the first Kidpool. However, maybe we're looking at the first Kid Deadpool, or also known as Pool Boy, which is found in the first appearance in Deadpool 50. Obviously, the Deadpool 50, I want to say it was a pricey book to begin with because it was always kind of, you know, it was something that Deadpool fans collected. That Prelude obviously has heated up over the past 2 or 3 weeks. But if you're digging in your back bins, these are 2 books you may want to hold on to. Again, how much long-term value do these have? Probably the 50 probably has a little bit longer term benefit, longer term value. But if you had Prelude before the news, or you could find it for a couple bucks, it may be worth a grab. This is a quick one, Jay. What do you think?
You know what I think this is going to be? I think this is going to be just a quick flashback as Deadpool as a kid in a kind of like a little comedic scene, you know, and that's going to be it. Like Matt said, the long run, I don't know, man. Kidpool, Deadpool is a kid from a different reality. Not sure about that, guys, but if you're into a quick flip, or if you're a Deadpool fan and you like this for your collection, something you might want to grab in your back bins. All right, guys, that wraps it up for our first segment of Rumor Roundup. Let us know in the comments what you think. These are new segments, so if you have any comments or concerns, how we could do it better, if you like videos like this, let us know in the comments. While you're leaving a comment, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We're going to be bringing a ton more videos to you like this, long-term rumors, short rumors, and of course, books that kind of make sense to us that go along with it, along with the theories. Guys, don't forget to check us out on Whatnot. It's going to be Thursday nights, 9:45. Hit us up on Instagram. Make sure you give us a follow on there. And until next time, Matty Forge.